Okay, so what I'd like to do is build a little program up in BenchVue to collect data from an electrical transducer using the DAQ970A, which I would previously have done with the application software. But as you can see, my trial license has expired. If I double click it and try to go to it, it doesn't let me. I've got to buy a license for it now. So now previously I kind of thought that was the end of BenchVue really, but you can still use the instrument with BenchVue through the SCPI command system, but it's a slightly different way of connecting to it. You can see I've still got the counter in there as well. I can launch, because of the trials not expired for this, so I can launch this one, and you will see that in my menu block now, because I've got counter running, I can get actual built-in SCPI commands that I can drag into the window if I want in order to use that instrument. Delete him, but as I said, I can't run the DAQ. I can try and run the DAQ. It will try and launch it, and it will tell me that my trial license has expired, and that's why I'm not getting the DAQ commands within the workspace. And there you go. Requires a valid license, so I can't actually use that. I'll cancel it off. It has actually brought those in there, and you see the commands then disappear, so I can't drag and drop from the instrument into my workspace anymore. But what I can do is expand him up, get some room going. Okay, so to create my little program, I have the SCPI commands that I can put in manually and still talk to the DAQ, even though the DAQ application is no longer functioning. So I want to put in a couple of loops. First one I'm going to set to 5. So I'm going to go from 0 to 100% on the transducer input in 25% steps. So that will give me 5 steps to measure. And each step I'm only going to measure the once, so I'll leave that one as a 1. And I can put in my manual commands, and as you will see, I can still get to instrument 2, which is the DAQ, instrument 1 being the counter. So they are in there, and the manual command, measure current AC. I'm just going to put in the basic command. There are a load of extensions off of this that you can put in to configure it, or we can use the configure command and set the channel up independently and then do a reading. I'm going to save that as a double, so then the chart will then pick up the reading. And this second one is going to be the DC output, so it's still current, but DC this time. And that's the next channel there, and Boolean again, oh sorry, double again, and then you can validate those. It goes away and finds it, it's happy, the instrument hasn't returned an error. Second one, yep, he's happy with that, that hasn't returned an error. So that's those ones done. I'm going to put a little delay in the bottom of the reading. This is just to enable manual synchronizing with the injection test set, because my fingers don't work that fast to bring the two on together. And then finally I'm going to export the data. At the moment that's going to go into Microsoft Excel. I've got the options of MATLAB or CSV, and I can change the path if I want to, but I'll just leave everything as default at the moment. And that should be my little program to collect the data from the transducer. So I've done with him.